Hi. I was about to do an intro. Can I help you, sir? Can I help you? Are you coming up here? I don't know what intro I was about to do, but look, it's Fines. You can't make this up. I was about to do my intro and he showed up. He was like, "Hi, Dad. Hi, how's it going?" Oh, this is amazing. I don't know what intro I was going to do. I was like, but like, it doesn't matter now. Because Fines is here. Fines? He's like, "Let me go, Father." Hi guys, Bran here, and today we're going to be talking about what IP do I want the most in Dead by Daylight. There's been a lot of talks lately about the next chapter possibly also being licensed, which is kind of spooky because we just got Resident Evil. But you know, ever since that one incident where the PTV was supposed to happen and then DBD pushed it back and DBD leaks didn't find out about it, and then DBD's Twitter made fun of us for believing DBD links, you know, like it just kind of like, you know, take it with a grain of salt essentially at this point. But people have been having a lot of conjecture. Obviously this month Candyman comes out at the end of the month, the new one, so people think maybe Candyman is coming finally, but that's kind of been a long stated thing. People want FNAF really badly, despite the fan base for that being kind of, you know, like there's a lot of cool ones. Chucky has been a long waited one, but I wanted to say mine. Before we get started, though, make sure that if you like my stuff, there's a way to actually like those things and you know, do that. Yeah, you know, not cutting that out. Also, if you want to hang out with me more than just here, we can do it on Twitch, or we can do it inside of the Discord zone as well. Both of which will be linked down in the description below and on my YouTube page, and basically trying to put that stuff literally everywhere. That way, like, if you want to hang out outside of the YouTube videos, there's a way to do that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, the IP that I want the most in Dead by Daylight, I want the Xenomorph from the Alien series. Backstory, the Alien series was the first movie that I ever saw for horror. That was my first horror movie ever, and it's really, really cool. I remember when I was a very, very young lad, I think I was 12 or 13, my father introduced me to AVP. Aliens versus Predator, which is not a good movie. Not a good movie, but it's scary to somebody who is like 12 or 13. It is a very, very frightening movie. I had no concept of this idea of something could burst out of your chest, and I was absolutely horrified. And I found myself the entire time rooting for the aliens, the Xenomorphs, because I thought they were way cooler than the Predators. The Utja, right? That's what they are, like in lore. Like, they're cool now. Like, I understand that they're also very cool, but I preferred the alien. I wanted the alien to win. Like, I wanted the queen to win. I wanted all that to happen, even though they were technically like the antagonists of the film, I guess. Like, they were cool. They were really, really neat. And the chest bursting thing really, really horrified me. So I was like, those are the scary guys. If this is a horror movie, that scared me the most. That was spooky. But that's what kind of got me into horror. I went back and watched all of both franchises together and realized, wow, that movie was not that great. But now, like, Alien and Aliens are like some of my favorite films of like all time, period. And it's just so, like, I have a very like big personal attachment to that character for that reason, because it's what got me into the horror genre, and I wouldn't be here with you today if not for that, because obviously I'm playing a horror themed I guess party game. I don't know, what do we call it? Versus game? I'm gonna call it versus game because that's usually what I say, because it's not a competitive game, but it's also not a party game. It's a versus game, I guess. But yeah, so it's very, very personal to me. This is a very, very personal IP to me because it's what got me into one of the best genres I have ever had the pleasure of interacting with, and as a result, helped me interact with so many community members and get to meet a lot of people that honestly, some of you guys are like some of the, like, I'm not dissing people I've met before, but I really like you guys a lot. You guys are really awesome, and I really appreciate being able to have met you. Like, you guys are the best, and that would have been possible in a weird way, you know, kind of like butterfly effect, if I hadn't, you know, gotten into the Alien franchise. So I owe a lot of, you know, happiness in my life to, you know, the Xenomorph, you know, the vicious creature over there. And in a non-personal manner, just like strictly based on like powers and effects, like there is so much you could do with that. Either you could do like a Cage of Atonement, or Cage of Atonement thing that you do with Pyramid Head with like the face huggers, and like, you know, or like a pig trap. Would it be? I think it'd be more comparable to a pig trap thing. You know, like do like an actual good pig trap and just do it with like the face huggers instead of like having to, you know, or maybe it could be traps. Maybe put the face hugger tube like eggs everywhere. I don't know. There's just a lot you could do. There's a lot you could do. You could do AI with it, like you could do with Nemesis, like where like the little facehuggers are running around and they could like attach to you, like Victor Pound style. Like there's a lot you can do. Like and just like think about the alien. Like you could do the shred of like demo in a different way. Like there are so many cool ways you could represent the power of the xenomorph that like the possibilities are literally endless. Like it would be so hard to screw up the xenomorph because like literally you could do anything. Like anything could work. Like you could do so much. You could make it a stealth killer. You could make it a high mobility killer. You can make it a trap killer. You could literally make it anything and it would work. Like the lore is so deep and fleshed out for the xenomorph, the aliens, that like you could really pick any power you want and it's just kind of like, you know, it just work. It just would. And it's just for that reason, it's a very good IP to work with. Realistically, it's going to be probably really hard to get them in because Fox, which owns 20th Century Fox, which owns the Alien franchise, is now owned by Disney. So now, if Dead by Daylight wants that, Behavior has to, you know, have a negotiation with Disney. And, you know, Disney is like, you know, the big corporate overlord. It's like the big corporate overlord. You feel sometimes like Behavior is a corporate overlord? Oh, man, you have not seen anything. You have not seen anything. So, yeah, they would have to have a big talk with Disney, which, you know, I don't think that would go well. I hope it does. I hope it would. But, like, realistically, you know, that's scary territory. And that's probably really, 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 really difficult to get. Which is sad because, like I said, the potential for this IP. By the way, oh my god, that character would be so cool. Like, there's so many skin opportunities for that too, because there's so many different kinds of aliens. There's the drone from the first movie. There's the warriors from the second movie. And then you get into the comics and the games where they have like, the kind of like the Greek named ones, like the I'm gonna butcher it. Like the Praetorian and stuff like that. Like, then you got like the bulls. Like there's so many different kinds of xenomorphs that like you could have endless skins for that. So like financially, that's money. That's big money, because like people will pay for a ridged head over a dome head. People will, because people who love the Alien franchise love the Alien franchise. They are into it. So that would be very, very, very cool. Also, the xenomorphs in Fortnite now, right? So like, once again, I feel like that would be really hard to negotiate, because they're like, oh well, we've already given it to Fortnite, because you know. So it's just disappointing, but I would really love it. I think it would be it's so, oh my god, imagine a space map. Imagine if we got the Sulaco as a map. Imagine, dude. Imagine if we got that as a map. We have covered so many things in Dead by Daylight. We've gone into the past, we've gone into the present, we've gone into the recent past, we've gone into the recent future. Have we even gotten to the recent future, or is everything like, is the earliest killer 2020 or 2021? But basically what I'm saying is that we haven't had future killers yet. We haven't had future maps. We haven't had anything based on the future. A map on a spaceship? Man, that would be the coolest thing. Like run around Alien Isolation style? Oh my god. I would die happy. Maybe that could be the map. Like something from Alien Isolation, like a good tie-in. I would, See, like this is what I'm saying. The possibilities are endless. There's so many cool things that come with this. Oh my god, if they could get Ripley as a survivor. Ellen Ripley is like the coolest character to ever exist. I feel like Ellen Ripley is like the best protagonist of anything, period. Like great development, great personality, like just from the top to the bottom. Like Ellen Ripley is like one of the coolest characters in media, period. So being able to play her as a survivor, I would literally like, I don't know, I would just become like a DBD like servant. Like I would be one of those people that be like, behavior can do no wrong. I would be one of those Twitter warriors. If you gave me Ellen Ripley, you gave me the xenomorph, You have bought me off. you have ruined my integrity. You have bought me off, because that would be the happiest day. That would be one of the happiest days in this current timeline. Whoo, boy, that would be amazing. But yeah, I could rant about this all day, so I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, the IP I would want the most would be Alien, and any coinciding maps or characters from the Alien franchise. That would be what I want the most. So hopefully you like this video, friendo, and if you do, remember there's a way to do that. Otherwise, I will see you in the next YouTube video, or I'll see you on the Twitch or in Discord, wherever you decide to join and hang out. But if I don't see you in any of those places, I'll see you when I see you, friend. Goodbye.